Hey everyone, back with a quick sales update for Monday. Pretty light day, 6 sales. Sold a Hamilton Beach food processor bowl. This went to an older one, sold for 16, shipped. Pretty much too low to list that. I should have listed at least at 20. That way if it goes over the pound, which it probably will, we'll still do okay. There's a Lakers jersey here, Kobe. It's white and black, super cool color pattern there. Or lack of color, I guess would be it. Sold pretty well, sold for 35, shipped. A 3M inkjet printer's transparency film lot of 50, paid $1 or something, sold for 27, shipped. It is sealed, so that's awesome. Memory card for 64, sold for 15, shipped. Like a bunch of Nintendo sleeves. I don't know how many are in there, maybe 10 I think. Sold for 25, shipped. Some of them have a little wear to the edges, and some of them are kind of creased, but people like the ones that actually say Nintendo on them, so that was pretty cool. And the best sale is this Flanagan Neurophone NF3. Paid $1 for this. Don't know if it worked. It powers up. I didn't test it beyond that. Sold for 175, shipped. Look it up. Flanagan Neurophone, $1 and to 175. First offer I got. Maybe I could have got more, but I'm just happy to get rid of it. I'll take the $100 and some in profit for $1. That's pretty cool. So that's everything. For now, one thing did sell for $100 is a jersey, but we're waiting on the payment, so we'll see if that goes through. And there's another 2 hours left in the day, so I'll let you know if anything else sells before the day's over. All right, take care. Hey everybody, final sale for, well, maybe not the final sale, but the last one that I have so far. This is a USA Nike Dream Team all gold Jordan jersey, brand new tag. Bought it at a garage sale for $30, sold it for a best offer for 100. With jersey, you got to be careful because some of them are fakes. Honestly, this one was kind of, the numbers weren't perfect on it. Everything else looked good. The tags looked good. All the other stitching was fine, but I wasn't 100% sure on a spot of the number. But I listened anyways. I paid 30, and it sold for $100, so it still was a good deal. Hopefully they'll be happy with it. But yeah, $30 into 100. It'll ship priority because it's such a high sale. I won't ship it in a padded flat rate or anything. I'll put it in a box so it just protects it. So hopefully we'll have more to show you. If not, we'll see what Tuesday brings. Hey everyone, final 2 sales for Monday. One's actually from early Tuesday morning, but the person wants me to ship it out right now. That's this iPhone X box. It's a space gray 64 gig box only. I'm guessing they must need to return a phone or something because they need it by Friday. So I'll go first class. I usually pay $1 or less for these from different people, so not too bad there. You sell it for 12 or $11, I think it was. So we'll make like $4 on it. So nothing huge. Here's a ResMed mask here, brand new sealed. I've said this before. Anytime you're selling medical devices, really, the rule of thumb is anything with a prescription, you have to. You're not really supposed to sell unless you're like an authorized vendor. So you got to be careful. Stuff can get taken down. This was the mask. I priced it at 45 ship, which is on the lower end, and it sold within a couple days. So I'm not advising you to sell it, but if you do sell it, be careful because you can get a suspended account. And also, if you are going to sell it, you probably want to try to sell it on the cheaper end, maybe not the highest price it can go for. That way yours sells pretty quickly and it's off the market. So be careful, please, when selling this. I'm not advising you to, but I'm just telling you what I did. And I don't know all the rules about the medical stuff, but generally people believe it is. If it's a prescription item, you're not supposed to sell it on eBay because you're not like an authorized person to do so. Other stuff can be sold, and you will notice people selling stuff that require prescriptions all the time, and it gets through. Other stuff gets taken down, so it just depends on when it's reported or what have you. So please be careful if you do try to take that step. But again, 45 ship. This came out of a $46 lot of stuff I bought at a garage sale, so I'm almost paid for the whole box with just this one thing. Hey everyone, back with the sales from Tuesday. Just 5 little sales, but turned out pretty good. A Mega Man for the original Nintendo. Sold for 53 ships. It's a pretty good game to look out for. Toy Story for the Genesis sold for $7, not a whole lot. These 2 NES games right here sold for $20 shipped. A lot of them together. Here's a Clemson Russell Athletic pullover. I knew it would do pretty well because Clemson's been playing really well in football, so it sold for $30 on the best offer. I paid like $6. Probably will go in a padded flat rate, I would guess. And then these 2, well, not 2. This pair of Robert Wayne kind of like denim patchwork shoes. I paid $10 for these, plus tax, and they sold within a couple days for 50 ships. So pretty good deal. So we'll get those packed up, and then I'll hopefully be showing you guys what sells today on Wednesday pretty soon. Hey everyone, back with the sales update for Wednesday. We'll just jump right in. Here's a Cena Bluetooth headset, but it doesn't have the actual Bluetooth. Motorcyclists use this. This just has like the chargers and a bunch of accessories and different stuff. I ended up getting it for free. It's sold on a best offer of 20 bucks. It should go first class. If not, it might be a little bit over, but we'll still make maybe $9 or whatever it ends up being, and it was free, so no worries there. This jersey on the left is, I think, by the brand Groovy or Grooves or something like that. It's like a 90s hip hop was listed as the keywords. It sold for 30 bucks on the best offer, and that was pretty good. I paid 4 bucks. Mine had some flaws. Some of them go as high as like 45, but again, mine had some flaws. Here is a Frost, made in Sweden. It's like a big old chef's knife. Paid a few bucks for that. It sold on the best offer of 35 shipped. So look out for the big chefs and butcher knives, the cleavers, especially the older ones. As long as it's a decent brand, some of them will sell pretty well. Here's a lot of Sons of Anarchy DVDs. There's 5 of them there. Some of them are sealed. 2 of them, I think, are Blu-rays. No, they're not. 1 is Blu-ray. The bottom one there. So ended up picking those up out of a big DVD, TV series lot. I paid 15 bucks, I think, for all of it, or 20 bucks. Already sold Sex in the City for 30. Those sold for 25, and I think I still have Lost left, so that was a really good deal. Some of the other smalls, we have Super Mario Bros. 3, sold for 13. A pack of HP 9895 ink sold for 21. 2 Wii controllers sold for 28 shipped. Here's like, I think it's Marine sweater, kind of undergarment. It sold for 25 on a best offer. I think I paid like 6 bucks. Here's a 1990s Champion Lakers shorts. They're a size 2XL, I believe. The problem is they are kind of beat. They came in a big lot of stuff I bought from a storage unit guy, and I sold those on the best offer of 20. This right here is a jersey. You can't see it that well. I'm holding my son, so it's kind of hard to show. It is last name, I think it's Alexander English, for the Nuggets. This is a jersey I got in a $46 lot of stuff. It has some stains and flaws that would not come out. It is a size 60 though. Ended up selling for a best offer of 30 bucks. It's a Hardwood Classics basketball jersey. But the best thing is right here. This RNet programmer. You can kind of see right here. This was 5 bucks at a garage sale. These are used, I guess, to program wheelchair, like power wheelchairs, I believe, from what I could find out. I am not an expert, so don't quote me, but I paid 5. It sold for a best offer of $350 in 1 day. So it looks pretty much like almost unused condition. Maybe it was used a little bit, but it's in really great shape. The manual, the CD, the extra cables in there. So awesome deal for 5 bucks into $350. We'll pray that there's no issue with the return or anything, but I think we'll be okay. Aside from that, guys, that's everything that's sold so far. I think one more item did sell that I'll have to grab later, and we still have maybe 50 minutes left, so we'll see if anything else is added to the bunch. Hey everyone, final 2 sales for Wednesday. This little UB Funky CD game, which is from Wendy's. It's brand new sealed, sold for 10 shipped. And Nickelback, a concert t-shirt, sold for 15 shipped. Dark Horse. I think it's like a size medium or something like that. So pretty small, but still sold for 15 shipped. Everyone here, the sales from Thursday. Sold Spawn Armageddon for $10. This is a Revy bicycle cycling jersey. It's the Postal Service one. Look out for the Nike Postal Service one. It does pretty well. This sold for 35 shipped though, so that was a really good deal. Here's a Pokemon Sapphire coin. Sold for 40 shipped, full price, so that's pretty cool. Hit clips. I paid like 50 cents for this. It sold for 10 bucks shipped. It is brand new. Street Fighter collection for PS1. Sold for 11 shipped. This game actually goes for quite a bit of money, but this disc is super scratched up, so sold it for a lot less. And then lastly are these Small Soldiers figures. I had a Small Soldiers game, but it was missing some of the pieces, so I just kind of parted them out. Here are all here's one set, sorry, of figures. I already sold the other set with the actual soldiers, but These guys are all here, and I got 13 shipped for all them. Hi everyone, back with the sales update for the weekend. Had some pretty good sales, some good video game stuff going out. I'm starting to run out of it though as time goes on because my one source isn't getting me video games anymore. My son's playing on the ground here, it's the little guy, so if you hear him, again I apologize. He wants to be always in the room. He's down there. Hey little guy. Say hi. Nothing yet. Anywho, so yeah, pretty good sales. We'll jump right in. This is a new wave. If you haven't seen them, it kind of looks like that, and you can really just look online probably and look up. They have different models. So a new wave infrared oven. That was picked up for 10 bucks, brand new in the box. It's just missing one piece of styrofoam that would sit on the top. So I got some foam, so I'll put it in there, and we'll get that shipped out. I paid 10. It sold for 85 shipped. I don't remember where it was going, so we'll see. These were a bunch of Sony sealed tapes. Did not do so great. Sold for 20 shipped. There's 15 of them. I think I paid like $6, so when it's all said and done, we will not make much money on that. Maybe a couple bucks, so not all media is good. Here's an IBM ThinkPad. I forgot what the model number is, but these actually do sell. Some, if you can get it working, you can usually like 100 and something bucks depending on the model. This one was powered up, but it has an issue with the hard drive. Every time it boots up, there seems to be some kind of corrupt files. So I listed it for parts, and it sold for 70 shipped with the power cord and with the floppy with some that came with it. So that was a friend of mine was moving, had a bunch of stuff she had for years in her garage, so I kind of picked through and bought some stuff and helped her out a little bit, and that's one of the things out of there, so that was 70. Here's a Xbox 360, sold for 48 shipped, no controllers, no games, just a power brick and the AV cable. This one does not do as well because it does not have the HDMI port. The ones that have the HDMI usually sell a little quicker and maybe for a little bit more money. So this one sold for 48 shipped. Up here we have Amish in Mysteries. These were a bunch of books that I bought from a estate sale. I think I paid about $1 a piece for them. Here's 12 of them, excuse me, and they sold for 60 shipped. So look out for those like Christian, you know, fiction books and like series. Some of them sell really well. So I hadn't sold this set before, but 12 bucks into 60, super good deal. Xena, the Warrior Princess, 4 seasons there. They're the collector's edition ones. I paid like 10 for those. Those sold for 45 shipped. Happy about that. Best sale of the weekend is this little guy right here. This is a Ware Gamma by Dr. Clark. You guys see that? Paid $1 for this at a garage sale with the Flanagan Neuro foam that I got or whatever it was. I paid $1 for that one, paid $1 for this one. This one sold for 250 shipped on a best offer, and I sold it for parts. So did power up and seemed to work okay, but I listed it for parts because I couldn't really test it beyond that. Here's a bunch of Pampered Chef trivets. There's 4 of them. They appear to be sorry, brand new in the box. Seeing what the dog is doing. It's brand new in the box, but the boxes are kind of worn. There's like a heart one and like a circle one and that one down there. I paid $8 for all of them, so $2 each. They were selling for anywhere from like 15 to 25 individually. I just listed them all together and sold them for 65 shipped. Just wanted to get rid of them quickly, so I was happy about that. Here's a Cutco fork here, like a serving fork. It's a Cutco. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. Probably not. But it's a number 1727. Look out. You'll notice the handle. They have different color ones, but look at that kind of style, the way the curves are and everything on it. If you see the handle like this, it's probably Cutco, and it almost always will sell for something. So, got 14 shipped for that. I paid $1. This was cool. It was a quarter buy at a library sale. Disney Sing Along Be Our Guest VHS. Usually I didn't even look at the VHS there, but I saw this one was sealed and paid 25 cents, and it sold for 25 shipped within a week. So that's pretty cool for a VHS. Starter, only clothing item, Chicago Bulls starter baseball jersey. Obviously they're a basketball team, but this is a baseball jersey. It sold for 65 shipped, full price. I've sold it I think 3 times now. Once, I think both times for 50, they never paid. Once was on Thanksgiving when I think they had a big promotion on eBay and people were buying stuff and they never paid. And then once I think in December it sold 2 for 50 on the best offer, still never paid. This person paid full price and they did pay, so that's pretty cool. Here's a GE alarm clock here. This was a couple bucks, and it sold for 22 shipped, so not too bad. It comes with the manual, but it's kind of beat up. Bionic Commando sold for 10 on the NES. Elder Scrolls, I think, sold for 10 or 12 on the Xbox. Endless Ocean sold for 9 on the Wii. Ninja Turtles Smash Up sold for 10 on the Wii. This is a good one here. Masters Tiger Woods for the Wii sold for 25 shipped. It's a used game. And this is the Assassin's Creed Limited Edition. I got this box set in a $400 buy I had. I've already made well over that. I'm well into the profits now. I had saw this in there and it was missing the game, and I was like, I doubt it's worth anything. Turns out it is. This is my first actual sale with the send offers to buyers. I had it listed at 70 or best offer. I sent out an offer of 60 to 2 people, and one of them accepted. So that sold for 60, so pretty cool. And then Perfect Dark for Nintendo 64 sold for 11. A Super Nintendo here sold for 63 shipped. I do have an aftermarket AV cable. I've run out of the original Nintendo ones, so I've been buying these and putting them in using them in the systems. They do work okay. They're not nearly as good quality, but I do list in the description that that's what it is, and hopefully it won't have any issues. And then I also sold a 64, again with an aftermarket cord. One controller, just a plain gray one, that sold for 70 shipped. These two sold within a day, so 63 and 70. I'm missing one other thing that sold. I have no idea where it is, which is going to be a problem. It's a little tiny pin, so I have to find that, so hopefully you'll see it. If not, that's bad news for me, because that means I lost it. So I just listed it too, but it's not where I thought it was. But yeah, that's $15 for a little tiny pin, so it'd be cool to find it. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns, whatever. If you're finding anything cool, bolos, always let me know. If you're making YouTube videos, let me know as well. I love to follow people and learn and everything like that. And I hope you guys are killing it out there. Take care. Hey everyone, final sale for the weekend. It's this Tamagotchi little pin here. Just came in with a lot of stuff that I bought. It actually sold on a best offer for 15 shipped, so pretty happy with it.